Ringmaster Ray, and I'm about to head into the coin show. I got my lucky shirt on, as you can tell, and you know who it's from. All right, let's see if we get some goodies, and then I'll do a video of all of the coins that I got from the coin show, and we'll do some album fills and stuff. So, see you in a moment. Hey guys, Ringmaster Ray, and I'm going to bring you another album fill. I just got this book in today. This is about the 2-cent pieces, silver 3-cent, the Thrickle 3-cent nickels, and the 20 cents. I don't have any of the 20 cents to put in here, and I don't have too many of these saved up yet to really get anything in the album a whole lot. But we're just going to put in what we can, and we'll give it a start and get this album rolling. All right, let me grab my stuff. I'll be right back, and we'll get that started. All right, let me get this open, and we'll get started here. Throw that off to the side, and here we go. All right, so on the very first page, we have the 2 cents right here. We have large and small motto. We have all of the 2-cent pieces there. These are 3 cents, our 3-cent nickels, and our 3-cent nickels, also with our 20-cent pieces right there. So let me pull this down. Get our little sleeves put out here so we can get these put into place. I think they're all about the same size. Well, some of them are a little bit bigger, so we're gonna check and see what size they are. Yeah, so that's gonna take the bigger ones. There we go. So I always put the base one in first, and then I come back and put the top ones once I've got the coins in where I want them. There we go. I'm actually going to zoom out a little more so you guys can see a little more of the table there. There you go. See me actually working there. Okay, so we have our 2-cent pieces here. So here's what I do have available. I do have a large motto right there. I think that one's the small motto. And we have several here. So we're gonna get these put in to the album. And then we're gonna see what we have remaining of what we need. I have a few of the 2-cent pieces. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so back it up here. That's a 66, a 64, 64. And then these also are 64s, I believe. I'm gonna add a little more light here so I can see too. All right, so I am looking at the back here. Looking at the large, small motto. So we will go with it just like that. All right, so let me go ahead and get these popped out of their flips. And then I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see it a little better. And if it is the wrong motto, I'll figure it out. I'll have to go back and make sure that I have small and large. I believe the small one is the one that's the most valuable one. So it is marked. This one is marked as the large one. This one is marked as the small, but I'm not 100% sure. I need to really kind of research that a little more. Put it down in the comments below if you believe it is large or small also. This one's a pretty nice one. that one put into place too. There we go. And I believe this is another 64. Yeah, 1964 right there. Take a peek. It's not as nice. We'll set that one off to the side. Have another 64. This one is in a lot rougher shape. We're going to set that one off to the side. I do have a 66 here. Eventually I'll need an upgrade on it because it is not in the best of shape. But to get started, we'll go there. There's a 66. There's a 67. So what I do, guys, is I take my fingernail and I kind of push down on the plastic and pull towards the coin, and then I run the knife blade against my fingernail, so I poke against my fingernail into the plastic just to kind of perforate a little bit so I don't ever touch the coin itself. So that's why I'm doing that. Let's zoom in on this one a little more so you guys can see it. There we go. Zoom back out. Very cool. Do have a 70. Oh, that actually perforated pretty easily, depending on it. We're going to zoom back up to it again. There we go. That one will go in right there. Well, basically, that's all I have for the 2-cent pieces. Like I said, I don't have all of them by any means. These are just ones that I've kind of picked up over the years, kind of just set them inside a binder in flips. And now that I have my book, I can actually focus in on possibly getting some nicer ones and some cooler ones and add those into the album. So let me get these put in here. I do have those 2 extra 64s I need to look at a little more closely. All right, so I think these are going to be the smaller ones here. Pretty sure that they are. And I think I only own about 2 of the 3-cent silver pieces, the trimes. There we are. And some of these are tight. There we go. Get them in there. And then we'll take a look at the dates. Like I said, I only have like 2 of these. I'm not even sure which ones I have, to tell you the truth. It's been so long. All right, well, let's take a look here. Here is my sheet here. Let's find our trine. It's going to be a 53. I do have the 53. These are all half dimes, cap bust dimes, seated dimes, seated half dimes is what they are. So we do have, you know, the thrickles, a few of those to go through. And I have this other one. Where is it at? I have another one set aside somewhere. I'll have to grab it in just a moment. Okay, so let's do the 53. Be really careful with these because the 3-cent silvers are so small and they're soft, so they're real easy to bend. So you have to be pretty careful with them. I'm going to cram into that. Come on. Gotta maneuver it back out. I can't even get a hold of the plastic there. Got it broke free. There we go. Got it peeled out now. Out of my way. Then I can do the flip and pull that up. There we go. Okay, let's zoom in and take a look at her a little closer there. You guys, you can see how tiny that thing is. That is a 53. We're gonna get that added in. Right there. And those are some tiny coins though, as you look at them. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Right there. All right, let me find my other one. Let me grab it. All right, found the other one here. So this one is going to be a 52. Let me get this out of here. I'll show you guys this one. There you go. 1852. And it's just unbelievable how small those coins are. All right, so let me get these covered up and then we'll move on, because that is the only two that I own. And I decided to start working on this album so I could start adding more to it. And got a coin show coming up this weekend I'm going to go to. Maybe I'll find some more. We'll add more to this album. I think that would be fun. These all slip in. I won't have to worry about them later. That is it for that page. Okay, so we got the two in there. That is pretty sweet. We do have the 52 and 53. Okay, so let's go to the 3-cent pieces here. We'll get these taken out. So there's a 66. There's a 67. 68. 69. Now some of these are hold, and they're probably hold from a long time ago. They used to wear them so they wouldn't get lost, or hang them on a string so they wouldn't get lost. Add this in here. There's my straight bust dime. Here is a barber dime. Just gonna put these in temporarily just to have a place to hold them. Okay. So those are the ones I have there. Let me get the little pieces that go into these so we don't just make them fall out. Here we go. Next. Just the bottom of that. There we are. I do have some other albums that are supposed to be getting here shortly. So I can start putting some of the stock flips that I have that I've been saving for years. Start filling up those albums. And then looking at what remains. And I think we're about set, guys. That takes care of all the bottom ones. Okay, so let's get these going here. So let's take a look at these, get these kind of cracked open. This is the 70. Zoom in on even a little more there. There we go. So that's the 1870 right there. We'll get that one put in place. And we have this 69. Go. 68. wanted to show you guys that one. You guys want to see that one? This one's not too bad shape. 68. 67. That one kind of came out pretty easy. That must be a very old flip. This one is hold also. And eventually, you know, I'll get these replaced with better ones, but for now, they're just fillers, and that's okay. And then we have a 66. This one's not too bad. There we go. Okay, so that ends that for the thrickles. So we'll get these covered up. So as you can see, I need a 65, 71, 72, and on up. But that did take quite a good chunk out of it. Putting 5 of them in there is not too bad. I wasn't for sure what I had and what I didn't have, and like I said, I just would find them in collections that I would purchase and just set them in flips and stick them aside into my binder. And then eventually I had planned on buying a album at some point in time, and now that was this time. So able to get that done. There we are. Okay. Now try to clean up some of my mess that we have here. Get that off the desk. So we got some room to work with. Okay. So the next thing that we have is the next page here. And like I said, I don't have any of the 20-cent pieces. That would be fun if we did. I don't have any of those. So we're definitely going to just put these little slips in here. And that will complete this album. We won't be adding anything else into it at this time until I come up with more to put into it. That was a good start to get it going. Like I said, maybe at the coin show I do pick up a 20-cent piece. I just don't know. I have some ideas of some stuff that I really do want to get. There are going to be more key date coins to finish out some of the other albums that I have. Depends on the right price. And if I have enough money. I guess there's more of the key. Everything can be bought. It's just, I don't know if I have enough money to buy it all. Everything I do want yet. And that's what makes this hobby so much fun is, you know, you can't get everything all at once. So it takes time and takes planning, it takes hunting, and that's what makes it exciting and keeps you going because you know, it's a lifelong type hobby. You can just do this for the rest of your life, and you know, you get tired of one set of coins, you just, you know, sell those off and take that money and invest it in other coins that you want to get. And so on. So that's what makes it so neat. It's a never-ending process, and it's very relaxing, I think, to be able to do that. There we go. All right, guys. Well, I hope you like this album. I hope to be able to start working on it some more. We get some more coins to be able to go into it. I eventually want to get my seeded albums with my half dimes and dimes. We'll start filling that. Those I have quite a bit more of, and we'll kind of go from there. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time. See you later. All right, guys. Let's do an album fill. We're going to be adding some dimes, quarters, and some barbers into some of the albums that I have picked up lately. So let's start with a Mercury dime here. And as you can see, I have a few in here. I am missing just some dates, especially the key date. Don't have that one. I have quite a few on that page. Still missing quite a few on it. And then we get over here. And what I have is a replacement of this 44 right here. I have this stunner right here. And this one I picked up from Big Flip, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, might have been, no, this one is from Late Night with Bull. But I do have some coins to put in here that I have gotten from Big Flip on these also. So here we go. Late Night with Bull, guys. That's where that came from. Got those from him. This is an absolute stunner, so we're gonna get that replaced. I am going to put gloves on for the replacement. So let me get this pulled out. I mean, this 44 is not bad either. That's already in here. It's just not as nice as the one I have up right now to go in there, and I will show you the difference here. So let me spin this around here. And let me zoom back out. Okay, so here is the back. You can see no bands, partial band right there, partial band. This is the one that was in there. It wasn't too bad for a 44, but it's definitely a circulated coin, as you guys can see right there. Definitely circulate. So let's show you the one that I have here now. This is the one that'll blow your mind though a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna turn that light around. There we go. So I'm not getting any glare. And as you can see, this is an absolute stunner, guys. So that's the one that's gonna be going into the album. So definitely a great upgrade right there. And this one is not complete bands either. You can see that central band got too many dings on it, flattened out, and does not have it in there. The upper one does, lower one does, but that central is gone. So too bad it would not be full bands. All right, let me flip the camera back around and we'll take a look at the... Hey guys, Ringmaster Ray. This is my pickup from the coin show that I had this weekend, and went to it, picked up some really nice coins. We're gonna be doing an album fill with a lot of these coins here. We'll get them into the collection. I just wanted to go through a lot of them. So what I did is I picked up a lot of the dollar coins that I needed to complete my dollar coin album. So I've got some really nice BU examples of all of these, which are really cool. And the ones that I had in my album, some of them were really nice, some of them were cruddy, so I'm gonna switch out the ones that were not BU and get the best of the best set that I can to go into that album. You know, and it should almost be complete. There's Kennedy, there's Truman, Ford, Harrison. So yeah, lots and lots of these. Even George Bush right there, P&D. Got those. So I have a lot of those that are going to be going into the album there, and we'll get all that done. So lots and lots of those. Yep, that I'm doing an update on many of them there. I went through and was able to get through a lot of really nice ones there. So let me show you some of the other pickups that I got here. Picked up a really nice, I believe this is a 43. And I'm not sure what the mint mark is on that. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit and get a mint mark on that. Come on, camera. There we go. See if it shows a mint mark or not. It was just a really nice one. It was more in the junk box. Yeah, it's got a mint mark there, and I believe that's an S. Yep, so it's gonna be a 43S, so it'll be nicer than the one I have in my album. Did get a Barber here, 1892O. Beautiful coin there, good detail. Oh, I gotta show this last. That's the best of the show. So I did get some, these are the 2 cent pieces here. This will complete my 2 cents in the album there. I have them all now. So I picked up some nice ones. This is the 1870 2 cent. Pretty good detail in it. This is 1871. Pretty nice detail. It's a little smooth. It's definitely been loved. And then we have the 1869, about AG. And then we have an 1868 in VG right there. So that'll complete that part of the album. Did get some quarters here. This is the San Antonio Missions S. So I grabbed that one. I grabbed up all the S quarters that I could, because I don't have any of the Business Strike S quarters, very many of them anyway. I did find this 1983 Denver. Let me slide this over so you guys can see it. in BU. And if you know that the 82s and 83s to find in high grade are pretty valuable. And so that's the reason why I grabbed this. This one is only $5. So I grabbed it, and for $5, I was like, heck yeah, I'll do $5 on it. Same thing with this one, the 82 in BU. Because most of them that I've seen will go for about $40 a piece. So that's the reason why I picked those up, because they're hard to get. I did get some other quarters here. So I did get a 51S to go into the album. There's another S quarter right there, and that's gonna be the Salt River Bay. And remember, these S's are not the proof S's, these are the business strike. And then here is a 59 Philly, a 58 Denver, a 56 proof, and look at the beauty on that. Here's another S, and this is going to be the War in the Pacific. Here is a 55 Denver, very beautiful. Here's a 65 Clad. I just needed a really nice example of that one. I find 65s all the time, but they're pretty smooth and beat up. I don't find nice ones in circulation in boxes, so I went ahead and grabbed a really nice one. Here's the 66, the same with that. 62. Very, very cool. Here's another S quarter that I picked up. I picked up about 5, 6 of these different ones of the S quarters. I didn't have any of them. All right, so I did pick up some foreign coins too, which are pretty neat. Here is a large cent right here, Britain, 1913. I'm not for sure what this one is. I just saw it. It was in the junk bin, and I said, heck yeah, I'll just take it anyway. I gotta look up the date on it and try to find it. I'm thinking that this is pretty old, at least 1800s on that, and I'll find out what country and stuff. Here is another one, Britain. Let me see if I can see a date. This one is pretty smooth, but I think I can get a date off of this one. Yep, this is gonna be 1918. And I think this may be a half penny. And here's another one. This is 1882. And this is a Canadian large cent. Right there. Move my light back out of the way. There we go. And this one is another cool one. Just grabbed it. And this is 1872. I think this is Semitines. This is probably, I'm thinking, France, if I'm not mistaken. Here's another one of those older coins there. I just like old coins, period. Another large cent. This one's got pretty good detail on it. This was 1896. Here is a 1 penny of Australia, 1916. Another large cent. Can't read it very well, but this one is 1860. That one's pretty sweet. Here's another Canada one. I just picked this up because I didn't know really what it was. It said Canada on it, and I grab everything that usually says Canadian on it. This is a 1967. And I just thought it was pretty neat, so I grabbed it up. All right, here's another half penny. Not sure, let me see if I can get a date off of this one. This one is gonna be 1909. Half penny. Pretty neato. And another half penny. Let's see if we can get a better date off of there. We go. You guys have seen 1919. Yep. pretty cool there. There's another neat foreign. I think it's 1917. I'm gonna bring my camera over a little bit. There we go, so I can look down on it a little better. Oh, well, we can all see it a little more clearly. There we go. Much better. Yep. 1917. And this one is an 1889. Right there. The other thing that I picked up also was this Canadian album. I'm gonna zoom back out a little bit. And what was cool about this Canadian album was I've been wanting a nice album for my Canadian synths, and the one that I had is just the cheap generic one that you can get online, and there's just not really nice ones for the Canadian synths. I found this Whitman and I was pretty excited about it. The neat thing about it, it's complete. I paid $25 for a complete set, and it has all the key dates and everything in it. And it is well worn. I'm gonna need to glue it back in. But yeah, I was really excited about having a nice set. So this has got all the 20s from 1920 on up of all of the synths here. And so very, very cool. So it's got, you know, King George the Fifth, King George the Sixth, and then it goes to Elizabeth II. But it has all of the synths, and some of these are just absolutely blazers right here in the 70s. Just beautiful coins. And so I am going to probably take the ones that I have and add them to this album instead. And so really nice old album there. The sticker price was $59, talked them down to $25, and was able to walk out with it. So very, very nice. I like the Canadian coins for sure. All right, so I did get some mint sets. I do have the 2019 West Point penny. Not too many of those. I just kind of hold on to those. I picked up a 2018 mint set, silver proof. We have the 2008 Clad Proof right there. Here's a 2009. These are the District of Columbia quarters. They are the proofs. And they're not the silver ones, but they are the proofs. I do have some other silver sets here. These are the 11s for the quarters. These are the 19 for the quarters. And here is the 17 for the quarters. So we're gonna get all of those added to our albums also. All right, so one of the cool things that I have been wanting for a long time, I'm gonna zoom back in, guys, is this coin here. And most of them I've seen, they're averaging around $300, $400 for a penny. And I found one, and they only wanted $11 for it. So I snagged it up. I don't know if it is more valuable or not. I just have always wanted one. This is a cartwheel penny. Great Britain, 1797 cartwheel penny. And I mean, you can definitely see the difference in size. And it is super thick and but fascinating right there. Huge penny in pretty good shape too. That thing is thick. I can understand why they call them the cartwheel pennies. Massive, just massive. All right, so to steal the show, I traded about 12, 13 ounces of silver to get this coin. I've been looking for one for quite a while. I've been playing back and forth whether I should purchase one or what, but I decided I had two bucket listers that I wanted to get while I was at the coin show, or look at getting. One of them was the 1857 large cent, and the other one was the Isabella quarter. I held off on the Isabella quarter, and I went with this one right here, guys. And it is absolutely just stunning. It still has mint luster. It is extra fine. I mean, just absolutely beautiful coin. Large cent right there. And so that will be going into my large cent album. This is the key date. Besides that, you get into the 1700s. The other key dates I need is the 1813, 1823, and eventually I'll get to those. And I do have some of the 1700s, just not very many of them because those are very, very expensive. But this one has the transition year from this to the Flying Eagle in 1857. 1856, they did a run of the Flying Eagles that were given to Congress to see if they wanted to get those approved to be able to put into circulation in 1857. So the 1856s were for the demonstration for Congress, and somehow they got released out, and so they are collector's items and big dollar collector's items. You can get the 1856. So someday, maybe we'll do that. I have a lot of other key dates I need to think about getting first, but this is one of the key dates, and this is a beautiful, beautiful coin, guys. Right there. So that is the star of the show. Let's get started in filling some albums and see what you guys think. All right, let me grab my first album. I'll be right back. All right, guys, let's start with the presidential album. We'll kind of go through and you guys can look at what I have here. This is the Dansko album for them. First page is complete. Everything is about BU in here. And it goes through all the presidents. It's got them listed on this side also. And so this is the P and D. So that page was complete. The one I did need was the 2009 Philadelphia, and that would be Zachary Taylor. So that's the first one we're gonna be looking for in all of these. So let's find, so these are the newers. Those are 2020s. I'm gonna set those off to the side. 12, 16, there's a 12. There's a 15, another 12. I needed quite a few on that page, it looks like. There's a 14, 14, 14, 14. There's a 20, 14, 12. There's the 15s. There it is, guys, right there. So that's the one we were needing right there. And actually, I didn't like the coin that I had in there that was next to it, so I went ahead and got the P&D for that too. So we're gonna get those put in. Let's see, I don't know how well I'm gonna do this with gloves. See if I can grab a hold of that. Yes, I can. All right, go ahead and take that out. We're gonna pop this one out. This one is not too bad a shape, but it was very discolored. I didn't really care for it. So we're gonna get into the P&D here. I'm gonna pop that and get that one put in. So we will have a beautiful set of coins put into here. And here is the Denver. We'll get this slipped back into place. So yeah, I took my album to the coin show and I really kind of went through it looking for the ones that I needed to replace, which ones were good, which ones were not. That way I could get a great set. You know, most people don't really care much for the presidential coins, and I mean, they're okay. You know, so I wanted to get a really beautiful set. Complete set is what I was working on. So I do have this one here. This 2007 Philly Adams. I guess I didn't like it so much either. So let's get over to it. And there we are. Yeah, that one is definitely more worn. So here we go. So we're gonna get that one replaced too. Because most of these came out of coin roll searches that I had, and had access to a lot of those. So we're gonna set that one off the side. We're gonna get this one popped out. Put this beautiful one in. Awesome sauce. There we go. So now that one is updated to Really nice one. Okay, so we got page 1 and 2 complete. So the next ones we need to work on are the 2011s. Well, I do have one 2010 here too. Looks like I wanted to update. Here's the 2010 Buchanan. Oh, down here, yeah. Didn't really care for that one. So let's get that one replaced also. Yeah, see, that was definitely colored and toned and stuff. Just didn't really care for it. Looked a little more circulated, I believe, than I wanted. Get this one put in. Right there. Sweet. That one's done. All right, so now, yeah, let's definitely get over to the 2011s. Here's 15, I have a 16 and a 16 there, the 20s. I do have a couple of 11s, and then we'll have a bunch of 12s also. So here is Grant. That will go right there. Get the plastic to come out. Really kind of tough to do with gloves on. There we go. Okay. We're gonna get Grant and then Garfield put in. And then here's Garfield, which is definitely a circulated, ugly coin. Right there, come on out. There we go. Now we got it out. Okay, so that one's out now. That one I'm not too worried about. It's circulated. There we go. We have that one. Go right there. Sweet. All right, so that one is updated and done. Okay, so now we need the 2012. Set these off to the side a little more, and we're gonna get to the 2012. So Chester Arthur, right there. And we needed the P and D on him. I have the other one somewhere. Okay, so this one is the Philly. I gotta find the other one. Let me get this one out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get him put in because we got several that we're gonna be putting on this. 2012s. Right there, Philadelphia. Chester Arthur. Good. All right, some of the other ones. Let's see, here is Cleveland. This is the Denver. Grover, Cleveland. Denver. I think I have a Denver there. 12D, BU. This one is about BU on that one there too. Maybe it's just a duplicate. I grabbed the wrong one. That's okay. So here is Cleveland, Philly. That's the other one we needed anyway. There we go. Let's go to Benjamin Harrison. Philly. And here's the Denver. Okay. So I think I couldn't find the Chester Arthur in BU for Denver for 2012 is what I believe. They didn't have one available, so I'm gonna hunt one down later. Yeah, all the other ones are, that's 16s, this is 12. This is the 12 Grover Cleveland, which I already have there. This one's definitely BU2. It's just darker toning. It's had more of the Goldie tone. It's got a couple little, yeah. So I'm just gonna leave that one alone. Well, wait a minute. Here's Grover Cleveland. Maybe that's why. I'm looking at the wrong ones here, guys. Because he was in here twice. This is the earlier one that we needed. The Denver, Grover Cleveland. That's what it was. This is his earlier one. So let's take that one out there. Put that aside. That's what I was thinking. Okay, that makes more sense now. So I'm wondering, why did I buy an extra? Which I did not. I bought an upgrade for that one. Okay, there we go. So the rest of those. So just need that one right there is what I'll be hunting down. All right, so let's flip over to the next page. 2013 is complete. We're getting down to 2014s, which we've got many that we can do and do upgrades. So we're gonna start with Harding. Let me find Harding here. Here is Harding. This is the Philadelphia. Let's pop him out. Underneath the coin there. There we go. Got it? Good. All right. We'll go ahead and just take that one all out because we'll need that. Okay, Coolidge. Let's see if we got a Coolidge in. Indeed I do. I have the Denver Coolidge. Okay, and then we're gonna go to Hoover. There. Staples keep grabbing my glove. Me crazy. All right, there we go. So now and then we're gonna do FDR, which we have the P&D for FDR also. Got it. All right, so that completes the 2014 set, which is pretty freaking awesome. Slip this back in place. There we go. All right, so now let's flip over to 2015s here. Let me grab those. Here's the 15s. So we're going to start with Truman. Ike, LBJ, Truman, JFK, and Truman. There we go. Okay. So there is the P&Ds on those. I guess I should open this up. There we go. So we got P&D on them. So Mr. Truman. And then we Dwight D. Add him in. Excellente. We're gonna go to JFK. The P&D for him. Now, as far as the album for the proofs, I have that one already completed. I have all the proofs for my up-to-date, except for George Bush Sr. I think that's the only one I don't have in the proofs that I still need. And then here is Johnson, LBJ. And so there we go. So I didn't get any proofs. They didn't have any proofs. Well, the guy that I was getting them from didn't have any proofs in those years. Okay, so here we go. So next we have the 16s. So here are the 16s. Here is Nixon, D. I am not a crook. That one, and then we have Ford. All right, guys, so as you can see in here, I have Jimmy Carter. I have looked everywhere trying to find these, and I can't find them, and I can't figure out why. Oh, that's right, they don't make these until the president has passed away, still alive. That's why. So I do have Ronald Reagan's in there, though, so we'll have to wait on Jimmy Carter. And then we have George Bush here, Senior. All right, I think I accidentally bought 2 sets of those. That's okay. I figured somebody's gonna like them. Someone else has got to be able to collect these. I was also looking for Bill Clinton. Couldn't find Bill Clinton coins. Haha. All right, so let's get these in. So here is the P&D for these. He was my boss when I was active duty military back in the day in the first Gulf War. There we go. P&D George Bush. Got it. Alrighty. Well, so we got Bill Clinton, George Bush Jr., and we'll have Barack Obama and all the rest of these someday in the future. It's sad to say, but you know, so here's my extras. I accidentally bought 2 sets of those. So if anybody wants those, they can definitely email me. So I have an extra set. So, and then I have an extra Johnson there, LBJ there. All right, so let's go back and see what we need, guys. Okay, so don't need anything else up to date. This is completely up to date, except I do need that one right here, 2012 Denver and BU Chester Arthur. And this album will be absolutely complete with BU coins in it. So right there is album number 1 that we just did, and it has gained some weight. So added lots and lots of coins there. All right, I'm gonna grab my quarter album. Let's fill up some quarters. That sounds like a great idea. Be right back. All right, guys, here we go. We're in the Washington album here. We're gonna be adding some of these in. Well, actually, this is the wrong one, I believe. I need the earlier one because this one, as you can tell, I believe is absolutely complete. I'll show it off anyway, as you guys can see. These all have complete blazers in them, all the way up to 98, right there. All right, let me grab the other album. Sorry about that, guys. Let's do a little show and tell on that one then. All right, let me grab the other one. All right, guys, here we go. We got the right quarter album now. So let's kind of go through it. As you can see, I don't have the key dates, 32D, 32S. And these are definitely worn pretty well. One of the nicest ones I have is the 1940 right there. Is one of the better ones. Need a 44S. Yeah, these are definitely very circulated. Trying to work on it. The 42S is in pretty good shape. And so we're gonna be adding some in here. Getting some nicer ones put in because I'm gonna start working on this one. Definitely have a nice, you know, here's the 63. That's beautiful. That's in BU. And then some of the later years, a little better. The 64s, you know, always tons of those out there. So yeah, let's get some really nice ones put in and we'll go from there. See you in a moment. All right, guys, got everything ready. We're gonna start with the 51S and we'll get that one added in. So right here is the one we need, 51S. Let me get my gloves back on because these are nicer, uncirculated BU coins. They do have a little bit of toning on them. So we're gonna have to be a little more careful because the flip is pretty tight. I don't want to touch the coin, I just want to pop the plastic. Break the seal there. There we go. Got it. So that's the way you guys can see it too. Let's zoom in a little bit. Can't really do much with that glove on. Come on. There we go. See, yeah, that one is a beauty. 51. 51S. So I'm gonna definitely be doing some upgrades to this album and putting much nicer Georges in here for sure. All right, so my next earliest one that I grabbed looks like the 55. So we're gonna go to the 55s here. So I pulled out a 55 Denver that I needed. Blazer. All right, so then I have some 56 that I needed right there, and this is a proof. 1956 proof. What I have in there is pretty nice. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 56 proof in the back here. Since this album doesn't show the proofs in there, I'm going to put it in here to protect it. I already have a nice 56 there, so I'm going to put the proofs back here. I do have another 32 right there. I'll probably pull out that 64. It is in pretty nice condition too, but I think that is the way I'm going to rock it. Okay, so next one, we have a 58 Denver. That is really, really nice right here. We're going to get put in. Better than the one for sure that I have in there, which is in not bad shape either, but get that one popped out. I'm just going to start picking up some nicer, older Washingtons in BU shape. 58 Denver. Awesome sauce. And then I have a 59 right here, Philadelphia. Got that one. Beautiful shape also. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna jump into the 60s. I have some better 60s here too. So I'll just be doing upgrades and adding some of these back in to my collection here. So here is a 62 right there. That's gonna go there. Pretty smoothly. 62 Philadelphia. And then I have page is filled up. Jump over to the 66 here. This one is clad. Wow, I pretty much have a duplicate. Let's see which one is going to be an upgrade. Looks like for some reason I picked up a 66 at some point. Let's try to figure out which one is better. Kind of thinking. It looks like mine has, or this one has more detail. So I think I'm gonna upgrade it. Pop this one out. And as you can see, this one is about BU2, but it looks like the other one has better strike and hair detail. So I'm gonna put that one back in a flip. I'm gonna pop this one out. We're gonna put that one in there. That one is nicer, just slightly nicer. So I did an upgrade. So here's the 65. Looks like I have a pretty nice 65 already in there. This one is a little more shiny. So I'll pull this out. So I'm just doing some upgrades, it looks like, on these. Come on. Take my glove back off and let's get it. All right. So just gonna grab it by the edge, because these are actually in pretty good shape too. But we're gonna go for the upgrade here. These are much nicer looking than the ones I had. Okay, so got those in. All right, and I'll get those flipped back up at another time. Okay, so that looks like it. I think that is all of my quarters that I was upgrading there. So we got quite a few of those really nice ones. I like that 56 proof. I think it's the only one that I have in proof. And then the rest I'll be upgrading as time goes on, getting nicer and nicer ones until I have a complete set of beautiful coins. I want to get these two right there for sure. All right, so that does that for the quarter album. That was pretty awesome. Let me grab another album and we'll get some more stuff done. All right, so I got these flipped back up. So here is the 65 and 66 in really nice condition. I just did an upgrade. Here is a copper bar that I poured. This is a 2-pound copper bar. And the great thing about what I really like about this, it really works well on staples. So I have this always on my desk, and then I can just roll over the staples and it flattens them out so nice. And then I don't have to worry about them anymore. And yeah, that's what I use that for. Works perfect. All right, so I got those. I just wanted to show you that I got that and how I smash the staples down and how I flip them back up. All right, let me grab the other album. All right, guys, next we've got our Kennedy album here. This is 2005 to current. We're gonna flip this open and see which one we need. And as you can see, I need the 2008 Clad Proof, and so I do have that. We're gonna be adding that in. I'm gonna put my gloves back on and get that one added in. I have a couple that we'll be adding in on this album. So let's slide this piece out. There we go. So here is the 2008. Already have the 2008 silver. So here is the 2008 Clad Proof. There we go. As you can see, beautiful coin. It's going to be going right there. We have completed page number 1 on that album. So that is complete. So we're going to flip it over here. And as you can see, I need the 2012 S Clad Proof to go there. And then over here, 2016 silver proof. And then we're gonna get over to this one. And so, let me see which one we needed. 18, that's why this is all in the wrong place. Glad I looked. So I have the 17s in the very wrong place here. That's the reason why it looks so funny. So 17 needs to go up there. And there's the Clad. 17. So I definitely goofed on that one. All right, I was wondering, why did I have an 18? Why did I have it in my list to pick up? Now I know why. So this one is the 2018 silver, right there. Beautiful cameo. All of that on that coin. Let's zoom in a little bit. Not out, in. Let's go in. There we go. So you guys can see it up nice and close. Beautiful coin. 2018 silver proof. That one will go right there. All right, so now that makes a whole lot more sense to me. Getting these things in the right place, I was like, man, why do I have so many empty spots? And I really didn't, because I just needed the 18 to be in the right place. There we go. So I still need the 18 S proof clad. Here are the 2020s. I still need those. And I'll eventually get that all taken care of also. Let me see what other albums we need to work on. I think we still need the large cent that I need to do. And quarters. We'll get some more quarters put in. And we'll get some proof clad and proof silver added in. But as you can see, I'm getting closer and closer to filling this up. Let me see how many we have. So we need 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 5 more $half to have this one up to date. And then I'm gonna order some more of the pages for this album and start adding in the 2021s and 2022s, which I do have some of those. Just don't have them in the album yet. Okay, let's go to the large cent here. Take a look at that. Here we are. Let me zoom back out. Excellent. And large cent. Here we go. So as you can see, I have a few of the older ones here. I have this 1796 in pretty decent shape, the 1800, 1801, 1802, and 3. I need a 4. I do have the 5. So I do need to fill up some of the other ones here. That will come with time because these are very expensive coins. So we're gonna flip over here. And as you can see, I need the 06, 09, 11, 13. And the 13, I believe, is a key date also. Tough date to get. And the 23 is the key date, which is also a $200 coin, and just like G4, tough coin to get also. But as I go further up, I get nicer and nicer coins in better and better shape. There we are. Okay, so here is the one we were looking for, an 1857 right there. And so we're gonna slide this open. Actually, I am going to slide this down. I'm going to pop this one out because I really like the old. See, this is a 45. It is counter stamped during war, during the Civil War there. I keep all my counter stamped ones. I keep any brothel tokens, anything unusual, I will keep. All right, so let's get this one. So this is the key date right there. Extra fine. Beautiful, beautiful coin there. Plastic popped. There we go. And so yeah, I spent quite a bit on this. There's one I've been wanting for a long time though. And it is now done. All right, so got some there. Very cool ones. Very nice ones. As you can see, it's getting more and more full until I get to the early dates, and I'll get better and better coins at those too. So there's my large cent album, guys. And let me grab the quarter album. All right, guys, got the quarter album here. We're going to be adding these proofs right here, the proof clad for the 2008 series here, and that will complete this page here, making it beautiful. So I'm going to pull this open. There we go. So we're going to be adding those in. So here is the proof clad right there. So we're going to start with the Oklahoma, then to the New Mexico, my home state where I grew up, and then we're going to go to Arizona, this is a really tight fit for some reason. There we go. Now we got it in. Okay, so then we're going to go to Alaska. We have that one, and then down to Hawaii. There we go. All right, so that page is complete now. That one is done. Done, done, done. Get the sleeve put back in place here, and then I'm going to do some realignment of these. So now we have this page completely full. And there we go. Nice. Okay. That kind of smoothed out and get some of the coins popped back up where they need to be. At surface level there. There we go. All right. So now we have the 2008s complete. We're going to be working on some other ones that I have here and getting those added in. So we have a 2018, I believe a 2017, the 19, and the 11. So we'll be getting the 11s put into place too. Yep, which is in the next album. Okay, so let me get this one closed up. We'll get those put in. I have that album right here. So you can see I still have a lot of work to do on this one. All right, so let's get to the newest one right here. And we're gonna get these added in. So we're gonna start with the 16. So that's what we have here. Let me find it real quick. 18, 17. 17. Okay, I don't have the 16s. Not what I was thinking. Okay, 17s I do have. We're gonna work on the 17. So here is the 2017 silver proofs. Right there, we're gonna get these added in. We have the whole set of the silver proofs here that are going to go in. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna go right here, and that will be the effigy mounds. Very pretty. Next, we're going to be going to Frederick Douglass. The Ozark, right there. The Ozark, let's see, Missouri Ozark. Let me find that one here. That's what that is. That's Ellis. Ellis Island. Okay, so Ellis is going to go here. We'll come back to it. And then we have Rogers Clark. There we go. And then we have this one. Right there, 2017. Bingo. All right, that took care of those. Okay, got that in. Let me slide this back in place here. One thing I want to check is why I have that one there. I don't think it's approved. I think it may be one of the S's, and I just put it in there for now. I'm gonna double check this one. I don't think that was approved. Yep, that's just the S. So I'm gonna set that one aside, because these are the ones I'm looking for, are the S's in the Clad that are not the proofs, they're the business strike S's. And I wish there was a spot for them in this album, but there is not. All right, so we have the 17s. I believe I have the 18 also. Yes, I do. I'm gonna crack this open. Move that out of the way. Awesome sauce. All right, so let's get these put in here. So we have, the first one is the Picture Rock. These are absolutely beautiful coins though. And then next we're gonna have the Wisconsin Apostle Islands. Okay. The 2018 Voyagers. That up just to protect those coins too. It's tight. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna have the Cumberland Islands. There, and last of all, the Block Island. All right, so that takes care of those. And now we're gonna go to the 2019 set. Yep, 2019. Come on. Oh, this is not what I get. Okay, that makes it easier. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Lowell. You know, I wish I had an album, which I think would be really cool, is that you would have all of them. So you'd have the P and D, the S, Business Strike, S Proof, the Silver, and then have the W. So that way you have all of them. I think that would be an awesome album to be able to have it set up, because I do have all the W's also. And then now we have the War in the Pacific. And San Antonio Missions. And I mean, these silver ones are just stunning. And the proofs. There we go. Okay, so that takes care of those. Let me get my sleeves put back in. Gotcha. Okay. So, yeah, so that, still working on this album, still need quite a few. I need the 2020 sets. There's another S. I'm going to take that one out too. Now when I get the proofs, I can put the proofs in, but these are the business strike S's. I'm going to get those flipped up and have them in a separate place just to protect them. There we go. And here we are. So here is where I put all the W's. This is all the W's right here that I put in. I'm thinking about putting the S's right here, popping these out that are not within the range of that. But I am going to order some more pages for this book too, or get another album. Not sure yet. All right, we got one more album that I need to grab real quick, the 2011. And we'll get that dropped in, and that should be it for the quarter. We'll be caught up at that point, so that'll be pretty awesome. All right, let me grab that real quick. I'll be right back. All right, so here is volume 1 of the National Parks. Let me get that flipped over. So we need to go to the 2011. You can see I need to get a lot of quarters still. Kind of a slow process, but that's okay. Oh wait, we just went right by it. We zip right here, because this is the ones that we're going to be adding in right there, the silver proofs for it. Let me crack this open, because I'm going to need to get a lot of BU quarters there to fill those in. So we have these here. So let's start with Gettysburg. Go. The Glacier. Right there. And now we're going to get down to Olympic. Good. And Vicksburg. And then we're going to move down to Chickasaw. Chickasaw, Oklahoma. Go. There we go. Okay, so that's it for the quarters, guys. So that took care of that. Got a long ways to go in the quarters. And you know, that's kind of what makes it fun, is that it takes time to really collect all of them and complete albums. And it is kind of a good feeling when you complete one, and then you can just do upgrades as needed for the ones that you do need to upgrade. And that's part of collecting, is just kind of working on it. And, makes it interesting. So I think, let me check one other thing here. That's the 10s. I'm gonna look at one other album here. Oh, let me get back over here. Let's go to the 2009s. I think I have a set of 2009s, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so here we go. So I bought the 2009 Clad Proofs. I sure did. Awesome. All right, so there we go. We're gonna crack that one open and get those added in too. Be right back. All right, guys, got that out, and now we're gonna get these added. I do have one of the 2009 proofs already in there. So I'm gonna slide these things out of the way. Get that out of the way for a moment. There we go. Put my glove back on. And so I didn't need that one. I'll get that one just flipped up, and we'll get it to somebody else who can use it. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go. This is the Puerto Rico. Coming with Puerto Rico. Then we're gonna have Guam. Right there. And Samoa. Drum set. Virgin Islands. I gotta flip the page for the last one there, so I'm just gonna slide that in. Those are tight today. Here we go. Got it. Okay. So slip back, because I do not want the plastic to scrape across the surface of the coin by far, because that will definitely scar it. Last thing I want to do. Okay. So then we have right here the Mariana Islands. We'll get that one put in. Right there. That is pretty sweet. And I think I'm just going to drop this one in here as an extra for right now. To figure out what I want to do with it. There we go. There'll just be an extra in there. Gotcha. Okay. So that should complete all of the quarters. We've got everything in there. So some of the pages I have complete, some of them I don't. Like the 2007s don't have anything, the 8s and 6s just need the silvers, and you know, so on and so on. So that's kind of a ongoing project, you could say, for sure. The quarters, all right. That is it, guys. I don't have anything else left that we're going to be putting in any of the albums right now. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Filling up some more of the albums there, the Dance Co. and also the Littleton albums. Both of them are really nice sets, and I'll get more coins when I come up with more funds, because man, this coin show kind of broke me. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time. All right, guys, we're going to open up this book right here. This is the 2 cent, 3 cent, and 20 cent pieces. And I've got 4 of the 2 cent that we're going to be adding in. So we're going to flip this over. So we have these 4, and it will complete all of the 2 cent pieces right there. So I am just going to pull these open, and we'll get these added in also. So I got some decent ones. I mean, they were not super high quality, but they are definitely fillers for it. We're gonna get those added in. So here is, this is the 68. It's got good detail on it and stuff. So we're just gonna get that added in. Right there, and then we're going to go to the 69 right here. So I did get some really good deals though. That was nice. Got some old coins. That was pretty sweet. Okay, so the 69 will go right there, and then we need to add the 71. There's the 71. And the 70. Do I have a 70? No, this is 72. I thought I picked up a 72. Looks like I may have gotten 2 of the same coin and didn't get the one that I wanted. What is going on? Yeah, that's a 70. All right, well, let's do it and see if we have an upgrade then instead. Well, that's kind of strange. I thought I picked up a 72. So let's take a look at these 2 coins and see which one is the better of the 2. And this one will go in the album. And that one's tough plastic. Okay, there we go. All right, so I think the one I purchased is in better shape. Let's judge for you guys and see what you guys think. So here's the one that I just bought. This is the other one that was in the album. I think this one's nicer. Let's take a look at the other side there. Yep, I think this one's much nicer, guys. So this one's gonna go in the album. And somehow I missed the 72. I can't believe it. All right, so that one I'll flip back up. Let me get that one flipped up. Well, I thought I had them all. Dang it. And so I'll have to pick up a 72 from somewhere. That's not too bad. I mean, it did knock out quite a few there for that. The next thing I'm going to do is get my Merc. I have a Merc, and I have a Barber that we're going to add into there. Still have quite a lot to fill in this one for sure. And I don't have any 20 centers. Someday. Okay, so flip this back over. All right, so that took care of that one. Let's grab the Merc album here. And let's see what we have. Set it back up a little bit. Good. Well, this one's kind of slipping out of place. We're losing a dime here. Somewhere. I see it peeking out. Where did that come from? There we go. Somehow I got a loose one. There we go. Okay, let's see what that one is there. That's the 27. And that's going to be a 27S under the scope. Somehow it has slipped. Yeah, they're all kind of loose. These coins are so worn. I think that's why is they've definitely just worn smooth and they're thinner and they don't fit into the album tightly like they should be. There we go. Okay, got that back in place. I knew something seemed funny. All right, so the one we're looking for is going to be this 45S. I know right here I have a 45S. I don't know if it's the micro S. That would be pretty sweet. I don't think that is. Let me take my other 45 because this one's definitely going to be an upgrade, even if it's just the regular 45S. And yeah, that one is definitely beat up. Okay, so it's definitely just going to be an upgrade. Okay, because I don't know, I haven't studied out the micro S yet to even know the difference on that. So I'm going to grab a glove here. So I'm going to touch this one because this one is so nice. Puncture the plastic, pop right out. There we go. Well, at least that is going to be an upgrade for sure. There we go. Okay, so that one's done. So that one's side. Okay, so now we need to get to the barbers, and that will complete all of the album fills that we're going to be doing for today. Flip this around. And about the barber dimes right there. So I did pick up an early one here, right here, the 1892 O. It's a pretty decent shape. I really like that. Now we'll go right there. At least put another one on the first page. It's slowly getting there. Been adding some barber dimes here and there. Got some from Ida recently, and you saw that video. If you haven't, go back and look at that. That was pretty amazing of her. So now we have the 1892 O added in. All right, as you can see, we're getting there. Getting there more and more and more. All right. So let's go back to the quarters.